Hey sis, welcome back to I'm Newly Made, and I'm your host Monique, and today we're doing a quick tutorial on the Kiara Sky Jelly Tip nails in the shape Coffin, and I'm going to show you how I take my nails from this to this. Okay sis, so stay tuned. Alright sis, so here are the jelly tip nails in this shape Coffin in short. So if you don't know already, I already did a video on jelly tip nails on my channel. They are in the shape square short, but I just want to do this video just so you can see like the shape of it for yourself if you're interested in buying the short version of these nails. Especially if you're someone like me who has short nail beds and longer nails are just a little bit too much. This can just give you a point of reference on like if you should buy short or medium or long. And here is a close-up of the actual nail. It seems quite small, but I'm telling you guys, for my nail bed it's just enough because I can't wear long nails. They just don't suit my lifestyle. So this is just a great option for those who just want just a little bit of length, but not too much. So I already have everything I need from my last kit, which is the prep, the primer, the builder gel, and the top coat. And for my polish today, I'm using this Beetles white polish in the shade 419 that I found off of Amazon, and I will have it linked down below. I'm not going to make this process long, but just to prep my nails, I'm just going to soak them in some hot water with a little bit of soap just to soften my cuticles and get them prepared to be removed. Once that's done, I'm going to use two different tools. I'm going to use the cuticle like scraper, I would say, and then like the cuticle clipper just to go ahead and remove that extra, skin and remove any like dead skin and all like the little crusty stuff, you know what I'm saying, just around your cuticle, so that way you can have like a smooth base and get really close to your cuticle as possible with the nail. Once I'm done with that, I'm just going to take like the round like ball tip drill bit and just furthermore smooth out around my cuticle. Just remove all that dead skin that's like really hard to get up with the cuticle remover and the scraper tool. So yeah, it's just like a rounded, looks like a football, and I just go around my cuticle gently and almost everything comes up. Once that is done, I take my like buffer or like my grit, I should say, e-file, and I just buff off the whatever is like on the top of my nail. Sometimes it may be old gel polish or something like that, so I just buff that off and also buff off the shine, because once we go in with the primer and build in the prep and the primer, we're going to add the gel, and you definitely don't want any shine on your nails. And I'm just going to brush away any flakes, debris, what have you. Just going to scrub that away, and here we have a smooth surface, and we're almost ready to start the application on our nails. But before we do that, we have to buff the inside of the jelly tip nail. So you only buff to the point, to the height of your real nail. So at the same length of your nail bed is where you're going to buff. So if your nail bed is, I don't know, 3 millimeters, then you're gonna buff the inside of the jelly tip nail up to 3 millimeters. You get what I'm saying? So start off small, start off by just buffing, and then check and see if you reach the height of your nail bed. So right here, I'm checking to see if I buffed enough up to the height of my nail bed, and I think I did. I probably just need to buff a little more, and then I'm good. Now when I get to the pinky nail, because it's so slender and skinny, I do go in with the same rounded like drill bit that I went in around my cuticle with, just so that way I can get into that nail, because I can't get into it with the like coarse nail drill bit or whatever, the same one that I use on other nails. So, and also I wanted to say, make sure you don't go heavy handed with the drill bit, make sure you're very light and it's not on a fast rotation, because you will damage the jelly tip nail. So definitely go in with a slow rotation so that way you don't damage the nail. And if you go beyond like your nail, the length of your nail bed, then that's okay, but you just don't want to take it up the whole nail. But if you go a little further than the length of your nail bed, that is okay. Alright, so we are going to use the UV light that came with the kit that I previously had. And my tip for you would be to cut the light on first before applying the tip to your nail. So I'm giving you an example here. It's just so much easier to cut the light on, then apply the tip to your nail, and then curing it, rather than applying the tip to your nail, then trying to cut on that light. I was trying to cut the light on after I've applied it when I first got the kit, and it just messed me completely up, because you will like make your nail like crooked if you do that. Here I'm just applying step 1, which is the prep. Then I'm applying step 2, which is the primer. And then we're going to go on to step 3, which is the builder gel. So what you want to do is apply an even layer to all of your nails with this builder gel and cure for about 30 seconds. I'm going to use my big UV lamp so that way I can cure the whole hand at one time rather than each individual finger. But I'm just putting a light, thin coat of builder gel on my nails, and then I'm just going to cure the whole hand. And before you cure, just make sure you remove any gel that you got on the side of your cuticles, or maybe at the base of your cuticle. Just make sure it's just on the nail itself. And now we're back with the small UV light, and I'm going to take the builder gel and apply it up until the point where we buffed at. So just the same length as my nail bed. I'm just going to apply a thin layer and just make sure that I get the sides of it, the bottom of it. Just make sure that it's nicely coated. And you see how I'm turning on my light first, and then I'm going to place the nail down, and then make sure I try to get all the air bubbles out. It's really hard, but you have to apply pressure from cuticle to tip, and then slide your finger right under it. It's a weird position, but you can get it. And you just cure for however long the lamp lasts. Sometimes I cure for the full amount, sometimes I cure for just like a flash cure, and then at the end cure all my nails at one time. But it's totally up to you. I think I save time by just curing it until it adheres, and then once the whole hand is done, putting my whole hand under my big UV light. But if you only have one UV light, then obviously cure for the full, I think it's 60 seconds. And here is one cured fingernail. I think the nail itself is just so pretty, like this clear nail. I think it's just so pretty. So again, apply the builder gel to the well of the nail up until the point of where you buffed at, and no further, and just smooth it out, making sure you get on the sides of the wall and at the cuticle. Turn on that light, and from cuticle to tip you just apply pressure, and then once you get it in position, cure. Make sure you get it into position before you cure, because once it's cured, you can't do nothing about it. If it comes out crooked, you would then have to soak it off, clip it off, file it off, whatever you do to take off your nail. Sometimes mine come out crooked and I just leave it if it's not too bad. And here is that ring finger, nicely cured. So for the sake of this video, I'm just doing one hand so I can show you guys, but normally I do each hand at the same time. So I start at my pinky on both hands and go to both ring fingers and both middle fingers, and I end up with my thumbs last, just because that's just much easier for me. I use my thumbs as like the tool to really help press that nail down, so I definitely want to use those last, but it's up to you. So on this pointer finger, a little bit of builder gel kind of escaped beyond my cuticle. So what I'm going to do is take this little cuticle clipper and just clip it away. And it's very easily removed because my gel is not fully cured yet. I just like flash cured it really quickly, so it just really snips off and the cleanup is very easy. So make sure you watch out for that too if you get a little bit of gel around your cuticle. And here is the full hand, nice and secured and seamless and looking good with the least amount of air bubbles. And then what I recently started doing was taking the rounded drill bit, or like, I guess it's more oval shaped, football shaped, but I've been taking that and going around my cuticle line just to file down the nail a little bit, very gently, because you can pretty much file away the nail. So what I'm doing is just going around the cuticle line and just like cleaning it up a bit, the same way they would do in a nail salon after they've applied, you know, your acrylic and stuff like that. Just getting close to the cuticle line and just making sure it's smooth and seamless and kind of looking like it's growing from your actual nail. And I'm gonna take this pink buffer that I got from Kiara Sky when I ordered like the Coffin nails. I had bought this as well, so I'm going to take this and just file away the shine on the nail. I think it's 180 grit nail buffer. I think it's the same as, you know, my drill bit one, the ones that I have for that one, but this is just a faster option because I can literally cover the whole surface of the nail at one time and not be scared of like drilling through my nail. So this just removes the shine on top of the nail so we can be prepared for polish. And I thought I had a clip of this, but before you apply the polish, you definitely want to go in with like some alcohol, probably like 90% or 70% alcohol, just to clean up that dust and blow away any, you know, like debris that's around your nail, because you don't want that to get trapped in your polish. So definitely clean your nails first and then go in with your polish. By this point, I think we've all seen someone paint nails. So I didn't want to bore you with that part, but I'm just curing like my whole hand now, and I'm probably about to go in with my top coat. And this is the final result. This is probably my favorite shape of the Kiara Sky Jelly Tip nails. I love this coffin shape. I also have almond and stiletto. I have tried almond already. I have not tried stiletto. So like this video if you want me to try stiletto on camera, and leave a comment for me so I know that that's what you will want. I hope you found this video helpful, and until next time guys, bye.